Sport Ireland. Russell, I just want to get back to what you said there about pro-choice and in favour of January transfer market. Jurgen Klopp made some comments there about not signing unvaccinated players in January, because he mentioned they'd have to change in different changing rooms, they'd have to eat in different facilities, they'd have to make their own travel arrangements to the games. How do you sort of feel on that yourself, in terms of, you mentioned you had a list of targets there? Does a player's choice in terms of vaccination, does it affect him being an option for you?
No.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, they're already getting changed. But the red protocols are in the EFL. They're already getting changed in different dressing rooms and eating at staggered times and all that stuff. So I don't think it affects any of that.
Okay. And Russell, just on Michael Obafemi there, 9 appearances, 1 goal. He's coming off the bench in terms of his role for you. Do you feel that maybe there's an opportunity? Have you looked at maybe the possibility of Michael playing up top with Joel Perrault? Or in terms of your system there, is it just in terms of the lone sort of target man, Joel, and how does Michael operate into that sort of system?
Yeah, I think there's been a few occasions we've got them on the pitch together and they've done well. It's certainly something we've been working on and discussing and looking at. Michael is really ready to play now. He looks in great shape physically, mentally in a really good place, seems to be much more settled into life here and enjoying it. And the rest of the group have been fantastic with him. So, yeah, it's definitely something we are really considering. But Joel has been so good in playing in one up top. It's been really difficult for Michael to get an opportunity in a one. And as I said, there are games when they end up in a 2, but we've been creating a lot of chances with just the one up top. So yeah, there's always a balance to be had. If we play with a 2, we have to lose someone somewhere. And the guys behind them have been really, really strong, especially the midfield unit. It's been one of our strongest units, I think. So yeah, but it is something we're working on, something that we are working on, so the guys are ready that if we need to do it in a game, or if we need to start a game like that, if we feel that's the right way to do it, then they will be ready and have as much detail as they can on that. So, but Michael's in a really good place. I think he's really ready to take off in the second half of the season.
And Russell, we spoke to Ryan Manning there recently, and Ryan spoke about that this season for him has really been a foundation for him in terms of appearances, in terms of running games, and he's really enjoying his football, and it's propelling him onto the spotlight in terms of the international team and Ireland as well. Is he finding that sort of peak now in terms of his career, especially? He seems to be a mainstay in your team at the moment.
Yeah, he's been outstanding in left centre back or left wing back. Really, he's been excellent. He's a really gifted footballer. I think he's getting fitter and fitter and athletically better all the time. His mentality is great. He loves training. He's a great character. Always getting the other guys laughing. Always laughing. But when it's work, he's serious. He's aggressive with it. But he's been a real plus for us. He's been a really, really good player. Really top performer for us. And to hear him say, the stuff he did about how much he's enjoying it and how much he believes in what we're doing is great feedback for us. So, yeah, you just hope that the rest of the guys are feeling like that. I think we're trying to give them all a platform to be the best version of themselves, to go out on the pitch and play without fear, to play with instinct because they've lived the moments during the week. And I think he's just in that place. I think he's going onto the pitch looking forward to games rather than feeling any anxiety or any fear about what he's got to do or proving himself. He's just going out there, being himself. His personality is great. Just trying to encourage that and to allow that to flourish. He takes what some people, I guess, would deem as big risks in the way that he takes the ball, his courage to take it and receive it, and the way that he plays. And so we love him for that. And he now just has to keep pushing himself. We have to be relentless with him because there's still more to come, I think, definitely. And as long as he keeps his intensity up and matches that relentlessness in terms of the way he wants to work, which he does at the moment, then we'll be really, really happy with Ryan. And I'm sure at some point he'll get the opportunity he deserves on the international scene as well, because he's been in a lot of squads now about getting any minutes. And I know he's chomping at the bit and desperate to play for his country. And I'm sure if he keeps doing what he's doing, that opportunity will arrive for him.
And finally, for me, Russell, with everything going on in terms of announcements by governments and COVID and all that, it's important to forget that this is a massive game in terms of the table against Millwall. A victory now will put you on level points in Millwall and just put you outside the top 10. So this, with everything going on and all the sort of side effects and interruptions, this is a massive game, you would feel, for Swansea Football Club, because it would propel you just outside the top 10, basically, going in to the start of the new year. And really, maybe you can attack the championship then for the second half of the season.
Yeah, I think any game is really big. I think it's massive because it's Boxing Day. Christmas schedule, the Christmas games mean a lot to the supporters in a season that's been in a festive period is all about, you know, trying to have fun and enjoyment. It's been really difficult over the last couple of years, so we have a chance to bring some light and positivity into our supporters, into our supporters' lives. So they're all big games. Every game's big, especially at this level, and the league is so tight. But I feel we have a real opportunity to really improve in the second half of the season. We put so much hard work in, you know, at the start of the season. So much, I guess, doubt when we first arrived from a lot of people. Not the supporters in this club; they've been incredible. Not the players, not the staff, but I guess outside of it. And now I think the team has such a clear identity in what it's trying to do. The guys really believe in it. I think the supporters, despite the last few results, the messages I get suggest that they are feeling really connected to their team again, and the way that the team plays, and how much the players are giving. And now we have to make sure in the second half of the season we have more results than we've had in the first half to back that up. We've had some incredible results. We've had some really tough ones to take. It's been a huge learning process for us as a group of staff and for the players, because what they've been asked to do is so different. But the courage they've taken on with, the attitude, the conviction has been incredible. We're really grateful for that. And if they keep that going in the second half of the season, we'll be more than all right. So our season doesn't hinge on Sunday, but they're all big games. And it's one we hope is on, first and foremost, and one we are really excited about and really looking forward to, because it feels like ages since game. And unfortunately, the last game wasn't a very positive result. So we want to try and put that right as quickly as possible.
Cheers, Russell. Merry Christmas and best of luck.
Thanks, guys.